Today on the Inside Scoop, we've got our first recruit interview. We're going to talk Michigan's top recruit targets with E.J. Holland. And this week, On3 updated their rankings, and there's a new number one. But first, we have a special interview for you guys. Actually, it's the first interview we've ever done on the Inside Scoop. We have the quarterback that has the entire country buzzing right now from Fairborn, Georgia. The number 4 overall ranked quarterback in the country, Air Noland, joins the show. Thanks for joining. You're about to embark on a really busy month of March. You got visits to Clemson, Arkansas, Miami, Texas A&M, and Ohio State all in 1 month. Yeah. So my question to you is, how important are these visits when it comes to making your decision?
It's very important, man. You want to evaluate the coaches just as much. They're evaluating you, but not only, the coaches, but the university, man. So, it's an evaluation process, not only for me, but for my family, man. So these visits are very important, and I take them very serious.
What school or group of schools do you feel is recruiting you the absolute hardest right now?
A&M, Miami, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Purdue, Arkansas. Those schools I set out, my spring days visits for. They recruited me very hard, man.
When do you, I know you don't have a decision date set, but when do you want to make your final decision?
Around April. Sometime around April, I want to make my decision. And, I definitely want to make my decision before the season. And I think by the time April comes, I definitely have my mindset on the school I want to go to.
Okay. How big of a part do relationships play? Like these relationships with the coaches, how big of a part does that play in this decision?
Man, they're a factor. I can't sit up here and tell you they're not a factor, but these relationships play a huge role. It's not just about building relationships on the field, but it's also about getting to know the coaches off the field, their families, how they interact with the players there, how they interact with the people they work with and engage with on a daily basis. So, building relationships is very important. You take things like that very serious, but you also want to get to know about the school and the people around them.
Yeah. How much does coaching change affect your recruitment? Like we've seen some head coaches change, but a lot of coordinators, a lot of quarterback coaches. Right. So do you pay attention to that stuff too?
Yeah, I definitely, pay close attention to that. It's a big factor. When you build a relationship with these coaches, you want to get to know them and know about them and know how they coach things at that university. So it plays factors, and them switching schools and getting new jobs and getting new opportunities. It plays a factor on the recruit because the recruit always is going to look at his coach and try to be coachable, as coachable as possible. So building relationships with these coaches and these coaches moving and transitions to different schools, man, it's definitely a factor, and it's definitely something I play close attention to.
Yeah, who are some of the coaches that you have the best relationship with?
Coach Cristobal at Miami, Coach Dawson, Coach Craig at Texas A&M, Coach Bobby Petrino, Coach Jimbo Fisher. I have a great relationship with those guys. At Alabama, me and Coach Saban, we only met twice, but I have a great relationship with him. It's Coach Tommy Rees at Alabama. Arkansas, Coach Ennis, Coach Pittman, Coach Jimmy Smith. At Purdue, Coach Harrell, Coach Wardles, Coach King. So, man, I have, great relationships with a lot of coaches, and, they not only like the man I am on the field, but the man I am off the field.
I know you said relationships are important, but what's maybe the biggest factor when it comes for you choosing a school?
The institution, of course, what a school can do for me off the field, of course, how my family feels about it, the comfortability I feel at the school. Also, like you said, just building relationships with the coaches, getting to know them. And, at the end of the day, it narrowed down to which school best fits me, not only on the field, but off the field.
On this show, we talk a lot about the QB dominoes and how one QB makes a decision, it can impact the others and vice versa. Yeah. So do you pay attention to what other QBs are doing and what QBs are on the board for certain schools?
Man, of course it come across my site and I see it, but, I try to focus on myself as much as possible, because, I love competition. I love what the game of football brings to, us athletes. It prepares us for life and, for the real world. So I think, those quarterbacks, whatever quarterbacks, makes commitments and, As far as them building a relationship with coaches, me seeing them at camps, anything of that nature. I try to focus on myself, and it's me versus me at the end of the day, and I could count and bet on myself.
All right, Air Noland, tell me, what's the plan between now and decision time? You going to cut this thing down to a final 3, top 5? Like, what do you plan to do?
I plan on cutting it down to a top 7, top 5 type of deal. But recruitment, it's getting serious. It's been getting serious since my 10th grade year. So you want to make the right decision. I want to make the right decision for myself and for my family, and just put myself in the best situation and put myself in the right hands with the right coaches. So this decision is going to be very big, and I think a lot of coaches want me at the end of the day, but at the end of the day you have to make the right decision for yourself, and I think I'll make that right decision, man.
All right. Well, hey, if you want to make that big announcement right here live on the Inside Scoop, you just hit me up and let me know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, Air Noland, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for having me.
Yep. See ya. Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me. And remember to check out all the videos on the On3 YouTube page.